Welcome back to Val Jones University. Let me grab my other camera. Welcome back to Val Jones University. What is wrong with this? Welcome back to Val Jones University. Today's class, we are discussing healing after narcissistic abuse, a step-by-step workbook to healing, letting go, moving on, and loving yourself again. We are doing the work to this book, not the whole book. The entire class is in my link in bio. That's what it looks like. Okay. Hi, so this is a little different, working from two separate angles. Anyways, let's get into it. Over here is the classes that we have. We'll go over that after class. And this is what we'll be working on. I usually just put that here. Afterwards, we do Christian journal prompts, and we just do homework on asking a question. Maybe I can change this angle. Hopefully that helps. So another thing about me is, well, read my about section, but another thing about me is two things. I don't do editing. So y'all gonna see everything raw, everything live. I'm not about to do 8 hours of editing for an hour or 40-minute or 30-minute video. I don't have that type of time. I'm doing this YouTube channel because I've studied all these things. I have all of these licenses and things of that nature, so I'm able to help teach for a very much cheaper price. Just to be helpful, just because there's so much going on in the world today. I'm just just do it. Just make time and do it. So this is me making time and doing it. Okay. So this is the section where we won't read. Yeah, we'll save that for class. So the first thing that we're going to go over is self-assessment. You guys can see that, hopefully. And over here, I hope you guys can see that. Okay, so we're going to be going over the self-assessment. The second thing was I am a doctor of physics, so I've learned to teach because I've also learned differently. I've learned to teach differently. So sometimes you'll hear me repeating myself 3 or 4 times or twice. That's another form of learning. You'll hear me echo my voice or pitch my voice sometimes. That's another form of learning. Today, since we're talking about trauma, I am talking slow and calm. That's today. Okay? So this class is 1 through 3 plus a bonus, and we're going to keep going through until we finish all of the narcissistic work in this book, and then we're going to go on to something else. But we'll always come back to other narcissist learnings, and if we do go to something else and you're like, We don't want to do ADHD, or we don't want to do life and health insurance. We don't want to learn that. We want to just only do narcissist learning. We have a class for that, and I'll be doing other classes here on YouTube and other social medias for that. So yeah, let me get started because I can keep talking. Okay. Self-assessment. Hopefully you guys can see that. See, I got a duck so y'all can see it over here. Okay. Self-assessment. This self-assessment can help you identify whether you have experienced narcissistic abuse and the extent of it. So there's going to be scores afterwards. So here on my note sheet, 0 would be never, 1 would be rare, 2 would be sometimes, 3 would be often, and 4 would be always. All right, so the first question is, hold on, write this where you guys can see it. So let's see. So I don't know if it could be seen or if you guys can zoom in, but let's see. It says, they insisted I was remembering things incorrectly. Does that sound familiar? Put 0 for never, 1 for rarely, 2 for sometimes, 3 for often, and 4 for always. Okay? I felt that my emotions were ignored. Or trivialized. Is that a 0 for never, 1 for rarely, 2 for sometimes, 3 for often, or 4 for always? I felt that my emotions were ignored or trivialized. Number 3. I often felt used for their benefit. Rather than a valued partner. Number 3 is I often felt used for their benefit rather than a valued partner. Is that 0 for never, 1 for rarely, 2 for sometimes, 3 for often, or 4 for always? Number 4. Should be numbering these just in case. Number 4, they needed constant praise and attention. You know what to do. 0 for never, 1 for rarely, 2 for sometimes, 3 for often, 4 for always. Number 5. I felt manipulated into doing or accepting things I was uncomfortable with. I felt manipulated into doing or accepting things I was uncomfortable with. Number 6. They made me doubt my own thoughts and feelings. Number 7. I was frequently criticized I felt that my needs and interests were often disregarded. And don't worry, when I'm done, I'm going to reread all of this, and I'm also going to show the camera up closer. 2 left. Number 9, and then 10. Number 9. They shifted blame onto me, to avoid. Is that taking responsibility? Yes, taking responsibility. Wonder how I know that. Taking last one, number 10, I felt isolated from friends and family due to my relationship. And then there's a total. Okay. Start with this camera. Make sure you can see. Whoa. And you might also have to pause it. Okay. Now for this camera, see. Okay, this one is a little crooked, but we'll fix that one next class. So we just did a self-assessment on healing after narcissist abuse. Okay, so in the self-assessment, it reflects on the fact that you can choose a number of which one that best resides with you. Resonates with you. Yeah, so this self-assessment can help you identify whether you have experienced narcissistic abuse and the extent of it. So it helps you identify if you are in a narcissistic relationship or not, or if you went through narcissistic abuse now or before, and the extent of it. How bad was it? Was it like not so bad, or, you know. So you put never, put 0. For rarely, put 1. For sometimes, you put 2. And for often, you put 3. For always, you put 4. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to total them up. I'll give you a second to write it in, figure it out. Write it in. And I'm also going to reread this. See? Okay. So in our narcissist self-assessment, number 1 is they insisted I was remembering things incorrectly. Since I've been through this, I'm going to do my own numbers. Number 2, I felt that my emotions were ignored or trivialized. What do you guys think about that? 0 for never, 1 for rarely, 2 for sometimes, 3 for often, 4 for always. Moving on to number 3. I hope I'm not going too fast. You guys can always just pause it. Number 3, I often felt used for their benefit rather than a valued partner. 0 for never, 1 for rarely, 2 for sometimes, 3 for often, 4 for always. I often felt used for their benefit rather than a valued partner. Number 4, they needed constant praise and attention. They needed constant praise and attention. Do you know somebody who needed constant praise and attention? All of this is in the same person we're just seeing. That one person, your lover, your friend, someone, was a narcissist. Okay, number 5, I felt manipulated into doing or accepting things I was uncomfortable with. Number 5, I felt manipulated into doing or accepting things I was uncomfortable with. Number 6, they made me doubt my own thoughts and feelings. 0 for never, 1, 0 for never, 1 for rarely, 2 for sometimes, 3 for often, 4 for always. Question is, they made me doubt my own thoughts and feelings. 0 for never, 1 for rarely, 2 for sometimes, 3 for often, 4 for always. Number 7, I was frequently criticized for small issues or mistakes. Number 7, I was frequently criticized for small issues or mistakes. 0 for never, 1 for rarely, 2 for sometimes, 3 for often, or 4 for always. I'm gonna have to fix this camera next class. Woo. My goodness. I was frequently criticized for small issues or mistakes. Number 8, I felt that my needs and interests were often disregarded. Number 8, I felt that my needs and interests were often disregarded. Number 9, they shifted blame onto me to avoid taking responsibility. person who you're in reference to, have they shifted blame onto you to avoid taking responsibility? I'm sorry, but I do not like this square. So, it must be changed. No, it's not good. Come on. Like this. These ugly squares. Come on, ugly square. Go, 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 go. You know what I'm not going to do? Let's deal with this. Excuse me. We're going to go over here. Uh-oh. Can't pause. Stop this video. Okay. Facebook, Instagram. Sorry about that. You guys, I bought so much equipment that don't go together. And my assistant was like, you know what, you bought too much stuff. Next time, just let me know what you're doing. So my other system just fell apart, fell down, but oh well, I'm not starting over. So, okay, wait. Number 9, they shifted blame onto me to avoid taking responsibility. Since I already gave you guys a waiting period, I'm gonna go ahead and do mine. And number 10, just the last one. Wait, since Facebook and them is not on, I might as well bring y'all a bit closer. Here, a little bit missing. Oh. Okay. Number 10. I felt isolated from friends and family due to my relationship. Number 10. I felt isolated from friends and family due to my relationship. What do you guys think? While you were with this person, were they keeping you by yourself? Didn't want you dealing with family members? Isolated? Did you stop going places that made you happy? Staying in a house? Isolated? Did you stop talking to your friends? Going out on dates and chilling with your friends? Stop talking to family members? Number 10, the last one, I felt isolated from friends and family due to my relationship. What do you guys think? Okay. Now that we're done with the self-assessment, we did numbers 1 through 10. Here's why I can teach this amongst 400 other certifications and degrees and stuff like that. Because I went through this. I dated a narcissist for 10, 12 years. Watch this. Put your number down below or write it in your journal so that you have it. Everything that we do, keep a copy of it. Just whatever you write, keep a copy of it. Okay, so 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. I probably have the highest score. If you got a 40, comment in the comments 40. If you got a 30, what is it, 36? Comment, you got a 36. If you got a 32, comment, you got a 32. If you got a 28, comment that you got a 28. I did say I was going to somehow, oh, let me have a water break. Looks so far back. Okay. And you're going to have to pause it. Let me see, I can do a other way too. Let's see. Ooh. It's my shoulder in a way. Okay, screenshot, guys. Okay, now get my shoulder out the way. Okay. Now we're done with this. I'm going to take it all away. Ooh, that looks messy. Get that runny blood. Oh, I definitely don't like that. Oh, I was writing hard today. so I'm definitely gonna have to grab something. These erasers and let me know what I want them to do. But I got more. Be right back. Okay. Let's see. We've been going here. Supposed to go in here. But oh well. Okay, cover the self-assessment. Okay. Now, I know I said I was gonna get through all of this, but we might stop here at the narcissistic abuse cycle because we are already at 40 minutes. Whoa. Okay. Let me hurry it up. Whew. All right. The narcissistic abuse cycle. Okay. We rush into underlining the narcissistic abuse cycle. Okay, I hope y'all can see better. See phase. I got a smaller black marker. I'll do it somewhere. Whew. Y'all bear with me, I'm so specific. Specific. Give me the black one. It's not black. I'll take it. The Narcissistic Abuse Cycle, Phase 1. Idealization. Phase 1, idealization. I'm just going to read this. The idealization phase is often marked by intense affection and admiration. Here, the narcissist appears incredibly charming and attentive. Creating an illusion of a perfect match. This is where it could be like they'll say, well, I do what you do, or I like what you do, and I also do it too. Oh, that's really cool. Matching. We'll get into that. Behaviors and identity. I'm going to write that with another marker. Behaviors. To identify. Behaviors to identify, impact on the victim. Okay, behavior. Not one. Overwhelming. Flattering. And compliments. Impact on the victim. Feelings of being deeply cared about. And valued. So, the narcissistic abuse cycle, phase 1 is idealization. Behaviors to identify. Overwhelming flattery and compliments. Impact on the victim. Feeling of being deeply cared for and about and valued. Bullet point number 2. Brand. Grand gestures and promises. A strong emotional connection. And dependence. just did number 3, so I'm gonna go back over there and get done faster. Quick and intense. Quick and intense commitment. The last one, an almost surreal you know what? No. How is this? Anyways, an almost surreal quality of attention. Okay. And like I said, you may have to pause it. I hate when my teachers be like, okay, next. I'm gonna give y'all like 5 more seconds. While I pull up my pants. Okay. Take a screenshot. Okay. Okay. So what do we have here? We have the narcissistic abuse cycle. With the narcissist, there is a cycle. And we're not going to get into that today in this class. But this is the scientific medical study of it. The study of it without like giving all the science behind it and all the medical names. You have the what is it? The bomb phase. The bomb phase, where they like get you flowers. You're like the best thing that ever happened, and it lasts for like a few hours, a day, 2 days, a week, 2 weeks. It's the love bomb phase. Okay, now even though that's not what we're working on right now, I'm gonna write this down anyways. We're gonna get to it another day in another class. Bomb phase. Number 1. You ever with this person and all of a sudden you're everything? You get flowers, you get hugs, you get everything that you never get when they're usually mean. It has a name. It's called the love bomb phase. Number 2. Number 2 has 2 parts. It's idealization which is oh my gosh, where are my thoughts? You have the love bomb phase, then you have the well, I'll explain it. I can't think of the word. The explanation of phase 2 is the you did something wrong all of a sudden. So what they'll start doing next after they love bomb you and you feel like so great and everything, they got you where they want you, then you have the idealization phase, to where now they're thinking about discarding you, but they have to go through a process first. And this is 2A. 2B is, I hate to have to pause this, but I can lose the whole video. 2 is, you have the love bomb phase. Number 3, you have the discard phase. Number 3 is when they discard you for no apparent reason. They have to go here first in order to discard you. So they think of something in their head and make it be true to themselves in their own head. Remember, well, you don't know yet, but narcissists believe their own lies. So number 4, the last one, is the hover. And this is a stage. Yeah. So the hover stage is more than a phase. It's a stage because it's when you're angry, when you don't deal with them anymore, where they have you, when you're just about to be like, oh my gosh, I'm so done. Oh my gosh, I don't ever want to talk to you no more. Before it's completely over, they start hovering. Yeah. And I had to learn all of this by myself. I've mastered every science, 2 doctorates, and I had no idea about this science. The narcissist science. Anyways, if you, after they hover you for so long, it could take however long, I don't know, 1 day, 2 weeks, excuse my writing, y'all. 2 weeks, 8 months. And the hovering stage is very intense. That's when they come to your door, they keep knocking, they keep trying to get in, when they keep calling you and they don't have anything to say, they just want to hurry up and get back with you. They don't really like have patience, you know, they just want what they want. Okay? If you let them back in finally, guess what happens? If you guessed that the cycle starts all over again, you were right. For $200. Oh, what I stepped on. Ouch. Darn it. Too bad I can't cut the video. Anyways, it starts all over again. The love bomb phase. Ooh. The love bombing. The one where they make stuff up and they just try to come to a conclusion that something is wrong with you. That's what this is, and I can't figure out the word right now. Number 3, they believe what they have come up with, even though it's not true, so that they can discard you. It's the discard phase. The discard phase lasts as long as they with somebody else or they doing something else until they want to come back and get your supply. We're also going to learn about supply. And number one supply. right? And then guess what happens? Oh, you got me flowers. Oh, you thought about me on my birthday for a change. Oh, that feels so great. Guess what happens? You go down to 2, 3, 4. Then guess what happens? It goes right back. It just keeps going. That's why it's a cycle. It's called the narcissistic abuse cycle. And you don't know until you've been through it for years. You don't know until you've been through this cycle so much. You're like, oh my gosh, what is going on? I'm trying to do this, do this, do this. And I'm just like, you know, you'll find yourself without the science behind it, without someone teaching you what narcissist behavior is and abuse, you won't even notice you're going through a cycle. You'll just waste years. Anyway, should I erase this? Because it's just like all in a way. You know what? I'll leave this. This is not, oh, messy today. Ugh. Anyways, this is not today's lesson, but I made it a part of today's lesson just because we're going to get there. Just because so that you don't see that I'm just doing this in the medical terms, but then you don't see what it really is. This is what it really is, okay? This is what you can identify with and what you can hear, listen, and learn right here. But I'm also going to teach you the medical phases, medical terms. The science behind narcissism, period. Okay. So, once again, because I'm a physicist, I have to start all the way from the top. Here we go. The narcissistic abuse cycle. Phase 1, idealization. Idolization. The idealization phase is often marked by intense affection and admiration. Here the narcissist appears incredibly charming, cute, smelling good. He or she smelling good and attentive. They got their hair done, they got their nails done, nice outfit, smelling good, like I said, you know, whatever. This is that stage. Creating an illusion of a perfect match. They match with you all of a sudden. They're not always in another phase. At this point, they match with you, right? It's kind of like a love bomb phase, idealization. Okay? We have behaviors to identify. Overwhelming flattery and compliments. That, well, I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna go over. Okay, so grand gestures and promises. Quick and intense commitment. An almost surreal quality of attention. All of a sudden, okay? It never was around before, but now, you know, it's a little different. Look my face. How does that behavior show up to the victim, in the victim, within the victim? How does it show up to the victim? It impacts the victim by feelings of being deeply cared about and valued. All of a sudden you feel like they care about you so much. You're deeply valued, you're deeply cared for. The next one. A strong emotional connection and dependence on the narcissist. Now they want you to have a strong connection when really they don't want to connect with you at all. This is all a mask. We're going to talk about that too in another class. It's hard for me not to say it because it's here in medical terms. That's what we're talking about. Basically, we'll get to it in another class. a strong emotional connection and dependence on the narcissist. Is that over here? Okay. The next one is ignoring potential red flags due to intense affection. They're gonna be all over you. They're gonna be hugging you. They're gonna be taking you to the movies, buying you movie tickets, taking you to dinner. Oh, what's that on your mouth? What's that right there? Never happened before. Pay attention. Pay attention. Red flags. They might get phone calls and you might be like, well, who's that? And they might be like, oh, da da da, and it doesn't add up. I'm not gonna go through it, but red flags, things that don't add up and you're not paying attention to it. You're ignoring potential red flags due to intense charming and affection. Okay? They're masking. They're masking. They don't care about you. Narcissists only care about themselves. Now that I went through this medical study, we're going to get down to the real study. Okay? They're both real studies, but you know what I mean. Masking. They don't have no emotional connection with you. Only person they care about is their self. Ignoring potential red flags, we just did that. Okay. Now that we went over this and we completed it, y'all know what y'all can do. Take a break because I'm about to clean this off and it's about to be real messy again. Okay? All right. We got that car straight. Get me some water before I get all messy. My water all warm. Okay. Other than that, we'll have to reprint these papers again. Okay, let's see. Where's it? This big old board. I'm gonna need me another one of these bottles. Do not run down there. I know I love y'all. I'm over here with no gloves. This red stuff on here, probably red 40. All I know. Whew. Get some surgical soap afterwards. Well, I have surgical soap. I mean, wash my hands. Some heavy cleanse. This is just messy. Ain't no telling. Come on, come on. There we go. There we go. All right. Now, what did I promise? What I promise y'all. See who's gonna do. Mix this. Okay, let's see. All right. Now this, I'm gonna write from the book. This is mostly not YouTube classwork, but I'm just gonna write it anyway. And I'm gonna give y'all a second to ponder. All right. All right. Y'all heard me say all right like y'all just answered me? Okay, think back to the early stages of your relationship.
I didn't put the video in, but if y'all hear anything, I thought mini leopards. So that's probably what y'all hear. Oh, I keep stepping on that thing. And what behaviors or actions made you feel special or deeply loved? Okay. Oops. 2, 3. Why am I counting the lines? Okay. So here, and it's got to be figured out because I'm not going to keep on moving this camera. It says, think back to the early stages of your relationship. When you first met this person, okay? Whether you're in a, never mind, I won't go there. Think back to the early stages of your relationship. And that is a period. That's a big period. Okay. All right then. Okay. What behaviors or actions made you feel special or deeply loved? You say what? Ain't nobody on here. I wish I was lying. Okay, let's say. So my clients be like this, all right? Think back to the early stages of your relationship. Okay? What behaviors or actions made you feel special or deeply loved? Spend more time. Spend more time together. What else did you notice in the beginning that's different than now? Think back to the early stages of your relationship. Which behaviors or what behavior made you feel special? Maybe y'all talked on the phone a lot. Talking on the goody phone. Talking on the phone a lot. Because this person, when you first met them, it was different. Now y'all don't talk on the phone a lot, but y'all used to when y'all first met. The first week, 2 weeks, 6 months, 3 months. How was that? How is that different than now? What else they say? Spent more time together. Talking on the phone a lot. Let's see. Maybe pet names. Pet or love names. Parentheses, calling. Okay. Maybe they shared with you. This could be out of food, out of their plate. They could have brought some food home from the cookout. We really been happy then. Wrong food. Home or to you. Barbecue ribs be banging. Anyways, focusing. I'm focusing. Phew. Yeah. Think back to the early stages of your relationship. That's one. You got to remember what happened in the beginning. Just like Genesis started it all, what happened in the beginning? Next, what behaviors, which are actions, made you feel special and or deeply loved? Make your own selections. Put one down in the comment. I'll choose one of your comments and we'll do it after homework. Write one of your answers in the comments. We'll do it for homework. In class. In YouTube class, not class. Okay. Did everybody see this? I'm a hustler. Would you like what you've got? Give me that. I'm about to erase this and go on to the next one. There's 3. Oh, I like this eraser better. And you know what? Y'all clicked on the video of a physicist, so even though this look clear to y'all, I'm a perfectionist and it's not clear to me. So wait a minute. Oh. Y'all ready? If y'all ready, raise some hands. That's what they used to say, my professor used to say. Anyways, oh, there's 2 more. Need to get through these 2 more because I'm gonna go relax, but nobody heard me say that. With hindsight, did you see any early warnings? Warning signs or red flags that you may have overlooked. You may have overlooked. Big question mark. Zeus, sit down. 1, 2. With give you 3 to describe. Okay? So, let's see. With hindsight, did you see any early warning signs or red flags that you may have overlooked? I'm going to go ahead and answer for myself after I let y'all write y'all's in. I hope I wasn't seeing Chris Brown. Woo. My water is empty. Okay. Did you see any early warning signs or red flags? Kind of sounds like the same. Only I think red flags are bigger. That you may have overlooked. I overlooked okay. I overlooked the fact that even though I have 2 doctorates, 6 licenses, and over 400 certifications, I overlooked that he always had to be have a higher self-presence. And I'm not going to go into that because I'm teaching and this is y'all class. Y'all want to know? Ask in the comments. It did not tell you. Yeah, it's like, for some reason, he always had to be like higher. Like, I mean physically higher. I'm like, why do you keep doing that? You know? Anyways, what else y'all gonna put for number 2 and 3? With hindsight, did you see any early warning signs or red flags that you may have overlooked? Lies. Stupid lies. Here's one. Here's one of the lies. Don't y'all laugh at me. One of the lies. The lawyer will pay you back for bailing me out of jail. You need to pay the lawyer. I should have known that if I'd have thought, like, oh, is that something that happens? Instead of asking myself, like, I'm not used to that. Like, how do I know? Google. Ask your mother, ask your auntie, somebody. Ask me now that I know. What y'all got? Put it in the comments. I want to see what y'all got. Did you miss any red flags? Overlook anything in the beginning? I need help with food. Oh yeah. I'm gonna write all mine down. Okay? Don't laugh at me. Laugh at me if y'all want to, but I'm writing this down so that the next person be like, oh, really? Or maybe it was just me. Maybe I'm just all about science and this is just street stuff that I have no idea about. Lies. So, higher self-presence. He always had to be higher for some reasons. Like, he ain't have on heels, but he was just like hanging from somewhere when we were talking, like little monkey stuff. Or just always saying like, you know, why do you keep on saying that you're a physicist? That's how I explain myself, so that you can know that I'm thinking from the future, the past, and the present. That is my answer. But he always had to be of a higher self. Lies. I'll give y'all 3. And then y'all do the number. Y'all put y'all number 3 in the comments. For real. I'm giving y'all all my little business chips here. Okay. The lawyer will pay you back for bailing me out of jail. I need help with food. He never needed help with food. He had just got a check for 100. I mean, not 100, 100. 120 to 150,000. Bam! Guess when I found out? 10 years later. Guess who he gave it to? Another woman, the one that left him. At this time, when he had this money, he also stole food and purchased a higher amount. I told him 40. He would have spent 80. Are you serious? I'm helping you. How you gonna ask for more and then take more? Narcissist. Red flag. I didn't even know. I'm like, oh, you know, I just got money. You know, I wasn't rich at the time. So I'm like, you know, it's okay. Somebody hungry. Just hungry. Just hungry? Okay. There you go. I gave y'all my 2, which ended up to be 4. I want y'all to write yours, y'all's. In the comments. Let me see. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Spray that part again. We're finna go over the last one. Okay, the last one is, how did the idealization phase shape the way you saw and felt about the relationship? Can't believe I gotta write all of this, but I do, because somebody don't know. Gotta teach. And I will do. How did the shape the way you saw and felt the relationship. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. How did the idealization phase shape the way you saw and felt about the relationship? I'm so ready to get over to class. I'm about to write it in myself. Y'all write on y'all piece of paper. How did the idealization phase shape the way you saw and felt about the relationship? Idealization. The idealization phase is often marked by intense affection and admiration. Here, the narcissist appears incredibly charming and attentive, creating an illusion of a perfect match. Okay. Hope y'all wrote y'all's in. Mine was loved, secure. That's secure. And then y'all put in y'all third one in the comments so we can communicate. Y'all, I'm ready to get off my feet. It just takes too long. Whew. Queen, good job waiting for mommy. Good girl. Oh. Alright. That's what phase 2 is, devaluation. So I'm already at an hour and 30 minutes. We are going to do phase 2 in the next class. Healing after narcissistic abuse. We are going to do phase 2 in which we talked about this down here, but class number 2 of healing after
Narcissistic. Okay. So we gotta get the homework, we gotta get the commercials. Okay. Next we're doing, in the next class, we're doing phase 2, which is devaluation. Phase 2, devaluation. Class number 2 of healing after narcissistic abuse. And y'all don't have to sit here while I erase this, or let's see, I think I have to erase it. Here we go again. Okay, that's good enough. I'll finish it once I'm done recording. Let's put it up for class number 2. Okay. If you want this book in full completion, or the class, the book or the class, it is in my link in bio. The class and the book and the class. And it's called Healing After Narcissistic Abuse. This is class number 2. Okay. And then after class we do Christian prompts. Then after that, which is our homework, Christian prompts. And then after that we do classes, where I let you know what classes are coming up, and then the video is done. Yes. Oh. Christian prompts. Val Jones University. My face, I act like my face gotta be in there. Okay. And this can also be purchased in my link in bio, so that you can follow along or have a copy for yourself. Just look for Christian journal prompts. Okay. And so our homework for today for Christian journal prompts, I'm gonna write it down. Homework. So, homework, Christian journal prompts, and we have number 39, number 39, why is it right over there? I need to just, oh, come. Okay. Number 39, we have what keeps you from
receiving God's love fully. And then we have number 49. How do you show love to those who hurt you? Okay. These papers don't want to go away, like they want me to do some more homework. We usually only do 2. So I just read from Christian Journal Prompts. That is our homework that we do after every class. We do a different prompt. So, for homework, so for the next class, or when you see this, I want you to put down in the comments so that I can respond to it. Number 39. What keeps you from receiving God's love fully? Number 49. How do you show love to those who hurt you? Okay. Commercials. After I erase this, while I get off of this one. Whew. Try again. You don't succeed the first time, try again. Oh no. Almost done. Ooh, I'm gonna stand up here with y'all for 2 hours. My actual time is 1:43. Okay, cut off the follow. Okay. Alright. Alright. So last but not least, Dow Jones University has classes. Okay. So this is what you can look for when registering for class. This class is how to write for money. This is where I teach you how to, let me try this way. This is where I teach you how to make an investment for, let's say, maybe $300.
after your initial investment, your investment is about $300, and you get to make money. Should have paused that. I had a brain freeze. And you get to make money. Oh, it's getting dark. Sorry. Okay. And you get to make money over the period of your life. You don't get to sell it. The information I give you in the How to Write for Money class, but what you do get to do is you get to write for money. And within the class, there's other things that you can do besides writing for money. But yeah, we also have a supplies. If you need supplies, well, the supplies is in the I'm tired. The university link in my bio. Okay, so that's the How to Write for Money class. You definitely want to be a part of that. Okay? And right now we're doing classes or groups. Right now you can get into class. Hold on. Right now, the Write for Money class, you can get in for a one-on-one for a group price. Is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so that's the Write for Money class. I also have life and health insurance class. You can sign up for that. Okay. I also have GED and SAT classes coming up, but that's not until August. Yeah, and probably the next video I'll put in information about my pharmacy. Yeah, so I think that's everything. We did homework. Did everything. Okay, so thank you so much. If you stayed to the end of the video, comment. I stayed to the end of the video. All right, thanks y'all. I'm tired. Thanks for staying to the end of the video. Have a good rest of your day. I'll see y'all next class.